Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm back playing more Elden Ring. I'm pretty sure I'm live. Let me check. Yep. Oh, fuck. That was didn't kill me. Oh. Hello. Alright, that's two of them lit. That's three. That's four, so we got half of them done. Hello. Yeah, I just had to use the bathroom. I don't like
leaving the stream unattended if I can avoid it. That's why you almost never catch me fucking eating on stream. And when I have to use the bathroom, I usually fucking just end the stream. That's 5. Ah, shit. Alright, 6. We just got 2 more to go. So pretty. It's also a bit of a lie, because when you see Mog's Palace from here, it's like, oh, it's so pretty. And then you get over there and you're like, oh no, it's not. It's bad, so bad. Check in, you don't check out, yeah. Welcome to the Hotel California. Okay, we just got 1 more, and I saw it up there. Damn it. Fuck. Ah, not a big deal. It's like, you died. Oh, really? Oh, fucking thanks, Sherlock. I thought they were fucking playing in my entrails for fun. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I really hope the DLC has another underground region. That's like my main hope for the DLC. I love the underground in this game so much that if the new DLC doesn't have at least one underground region, I'll be really upset. Just give me one. And I feel like there's gonna be, just because like it's not just me. The underground is a highlight for a lot of people. I've talked to so many people. I've talked to so many people who have played Elden Ring who love the underground. It's one of their favorite parts of the entire game. And people who talk about this and coming out and seeing the shiny stars underground and just being fucking in awe. So it's not like it's just me. A lot of people really love the underground in this game. So, you know, hopefully they add another underground region. I guess we'll have to see. At this point, I'm going dark. I don't want to see anymore. Now we're having a lot more previews coming in. We're having a lot more people talking about it. And that's fine and dandy, but I really don't want to be spoiled. I already know I'm going to buy it. I'm already sold. You know? And I don't want to see any of the bosses. I don't want to, like, I want to go in as much of a surprise as possible. Seeing, like, some of the new weapon types is one thing. But I know that now that the more gameplay started coming out, we're going to start seeing a lot more. Oh, god damn it. Oh, well, fucking archers. Oh, well, shit happens. What are you going to do? Not a big deal. Oh, well, fucking archers. So, like I said, like, a large part of these games is the sense of wonder and discovery, the thrill of finding a cool new enemy or a cool new place, and I don't want any of that spoiled for me. You know? I've been waiting 2.5 years for this fucking DLC. Because we all knew Elden Ring was going to get DLC. I don't think any of us expected it to take this long, but we all knew we were going to get DLC. Like, how big it is the surprising part, but we all expected there would be DLC. The only main game, pretty much, since Demon Souls that hasn't got DLC was Sekiro. And I'm still kind of pissed about that, mind you. I love Sekiro. It really bothered me that we never got any DLC for it. I mean, yeah, they added a boss rush mode, they added some, like, phantoms, they added some new costumes, but it's not the same as the DLC. And don't get me wrong, I'm cool with new costumes, I'm cool with the boss rush, but, you know, it was free, but still, I wanted, like, a proper fucking DLC. I love Sekiro. Oh, here we go. I don't know how I missed this. Oh well, you live and you learn. But we all expected there would be DLC for this, especially with how much of a success this was. With being their best-selling game ever, we're like, okay, it's coming, but you know, that wasn't a surprise. It's the size of this DLC that surprised us. Man, I missed not one but two different sites of grace, and I just feel dumb. Oh well. You know, shit happens. I'm also like, I'm excited about weird things that you might not think of. Like, I'm really excited. One of the things about the DLC for this that has me really excited is it looks like there's this pretty region. I'm sure you've seen it. It's like elevated from the rest of it, and it's like all green and lovely. And that may sound weird, but it's like it's very often that we just get like a. God damn it! And those fucking great archers do so much damage. Shit. It's very rare that we get. At least I don't have to go back so far. It's very rare that we get like a. In the DLC, it's like a green plateau. It's like you can see it. They've shown it. It's pretty and overgrown forest. It's been in several of the promotional images. In the very first trailer, you can see it elevated above the rest of the DLC in the background. Oh, for the love of God. What the fuck? Oh, well. But it's in contrast to the rest of the DLC, it's pretty and lush. It's just like a pretty green forest. It's brightly colored. It's not like decrepit or decayed. And I know that sounds silly, but it's very rare in these types of games that we get an area that's just, pretty. So it's kind of a nice, refreshing change of pace. Plus, it's elevated over the rest of the areas, so it's probably gonna have some good views. Yeah, man. I mean, it's up to you. But that's what I'm doing. Washington did that earlier. He's already kind of finished up with his run. In the meantime, you should be fucking trying everything you can, man, to get the DLC. Reach out to your sibling. See if they can help you. Guilt your parents. I mean, you're literally recovering from surgery. And give you a fucking break. What else are you supposed to do to keep yourself preoccupied? When you can't really walk around, you can't go to school, besides like and play a game. I don't really understand what you're saying, Majin. There we go. That's the last one. Yeah, well, You can only do that so many times. What are you trying to make him go blind? I think I think it's funny. I'm pretty sure Mythbusters actually did the math on that one time, and they found that you could go blind from jerking off, but you would have to jerk off like 1,000 times in a row, and that you would most likely die from something else before that happened. Because they were able to there was like studies out there. Basically, it was like one of their shorter segments. Obviously, they didn't test it out, but they were able to find data about how much water you lose when you jerk off, and then they were able to use that and run it through a simulation to see how like what would kill you. So it's just them crunching numbers and like, yeah, you could technically die from jerking off, but you literally have to jerk off like 1,000 times in a single day, like literally 1,000. They're like, you would die from exhaustion, from like many other things before you ever went blind from jerking off. Ah, fuck, I need to get more. Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. Oh well, not a big deal. Either way, so I'm excited for the DLC. It does look like it has a bunch of variety either way. You see, like, the fields of reeds, the fucking shit around the tree. My hope, though, another thing I'm kind of hoping, is that we're going to get to climb that fucking tree. You know what I mean? The boughs of, like, the twisted, fucked up tree. Oh, give me a fucking break. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, I was really worried I wouldn't be able to get them back there. Fuck it, I'm just teleporting back. I'm not dealing with that. No. And I saw somebody theorizing online that if you pay attention, the Erdtree is crooked, and when this other Erdtree that we see is all like twisting to the side, looks wrapped around. So this Shadow Tree could be why the Erdtree is crooked. I don't really care. Right? He's just endlessly staring into the fucking void. Here we go. Whee! All the way up. Okay, and there's one more thing I gotta do before I go and fight the ancestor spirit. Gotta climb up this wooden scaffolding.
A customer. Goodbye. Till...
Not really, no. Ah, shit. Gotta hate. Yeah. Once you've, yeah, Scarlet Rot, yeah. Scarlet Rot is like the Elden Ring equivalent of toxic. You know what I'm saying? Super poison! You thought poison was bad. Mizak said, hold my fucking beer! Yeah, I know. Even from a lore standpoint, poison will just kill you. Scarlet Rot will fucking mutate you. Yeah, that's probably the worst aspect in any Souls game. Like, ever. Thankfully, they fixed it, and in fucking Dark Souls 3, it just kills you instantly. Halving your health is the biggest bullshit. Especially considering you're gonna get it trapped down in tunnels that are really hard to get out of because you can't fucking fast travel. It's awful. Probably one of the greatest design missteps of any of these fucking games. Well, I was talking about Dark Souls 1. At that point in the game, you can't fast travel yet, so it's really hard to get out of the depths with half health. Yeah, honestly, dude, I'm not a fan of that at all. Any kind of game with fast travel, the fast travel should not be gated. I fucking hate it when games do that. Oh, shit. And that's probably my biggest problem with Dragon's Dogma, is how they insanely restrict fast travel. One and two. Although two is less bad about it, but still. Okay, if you're gonna give me a game with a large map to explore, do not restrict fucking fast travel. That's just a dick move. Okay? I'm not saying let me fast travel anywhere. Once I've been to that place, let me go back. And, I like Dragon's Dogma, but it got on my nerves because you have to travel across the same map repeatedly, and every time you did, you have to fight the same monsters because they spawn in the same locations and hear the same shit from the fucking pawns. Even in like Witcher 3, it's not as bad, but having to travel to a fast travel location to travel to another is fucking stupid. So let me open the map, pick it, done. I'm not even gonna be here yet. I just came here to get that. There, and now I'm 43. I should be good enough level to go back to Lunia and finish off fucking Riley Paria. Should be. No, I haven't. I'm going to. No, I don't really fuck with that, man. I try not to. In a lot of ways, that just feels like cheating to me, especially this early on. It's just, there's certain things I just don't do. That's one of them. I'll try to play smart, try to get a good weapon, but I don't do things that I think are just blatant exploits. Same reason why, like, there's a bunch of different methods I could take in this game that I could easily cheese this game, and I don't, because that's not what I find fun. I'll find a good weapon, but I'm not going to use a broken one. Oh god, yeah. We'll see. Okay, I'm less opposed to that than the dragon, because by the time you get to Mog's Palace, you're in the end game. That's honestly, by that point, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, by the time you legitimately get to Mog's Palace, you're, like, at the very end of the game. So, grinding to level up doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, if you're in Caelid, and you go to Caelid when you're not supposed to and beat that dragon, you're skipping, like, 15 levels in the main process of the game. So, it's just, it may not make sense, but that's how I feel. There's certain things I just wouldn't do. Because it feels cheap to me. And killing that dragon early is one of them. But other than that, I don't give a shit. And I wouldn't shame everybody else for doing it. I will tell you the tale of how this guy lost my respect, though. I knew this guy called Micaiah. And we used to be friends. We're not friends anymore. And that has nothing to do with the story I'm about to tell you. Long story. But he played the Souls games, and he was one of the people that I first saw the Souls games that he played from. And I always considered him like a master of the Souls games. He always knew all these different strategies. He always knew all these different things. Like, man, that's really cool. And I would go to talk to him because he was like, he played them like fucking nonstop. You know, like I play these games a lot, and but he had never played Demon Souls. And I had gotten Demon Souls, you know, so I'm like, dude, you gotta play fucking Demon Souls. Like, you're a huge Souls fan, you know, so he would come over to my house a lot, and I'm like, okay, I have Demon Souls. You should be playing fucking Demon Souls. Why haven't? And you're coming over to my house. So he did, and it's like, his very first playthrough, before he even tried to do anything else, he used the fucking duplication glitch you can use in Demon Souls the original to get like level 9999. And that like really upset me. It's like I was thinking you were like a high quality player, and like you don't even try to play the game, and the first thing you do is get OP at level 999. And I'm like, why you play the game then? And like I said, he had never played Demon Souls before. And like I had always considered him like such a knowledgeable player, and you know, like a skilled player, and like I lost like so much respect for him when I saw that he did that. You know, it would be one thing if, you know, this is like the 5th time he played it and he's goofing off, getting OP, but it's like he had never played it. It's like he didn't even want to try it. Good. I disagree. Please don't tell me I have to restart. Please don't tell me I have to restart. Please don't tell me I have to restart. No, I don't. Okay, thank fuck. Dude, I love it. I don't, it's not fucking beta to me at all. I like it more than Dark Souls 1, and I fucking stand by that. Okay, and on top of which, yeah, yeah, right? It's so weird how many people who are like diehard Souls fans, like, I love the Souls games, I love the Souls games, I love the Souls games, that have never played Demon Souls. Like, just fucking weird. It's like, you think if you were like a diehard fan of the series, you'd at least try it. And like, okay, before I can understand, because it's on PS3, so it's like, I can understand if somebody did want to track down a fucking PS3 who didn't have one. It's on PS5 now. It's widely available. Fucking play it. It's on PS Plus. Play it. At least try it. I'm not, you know, demanding you like it, but at least fucking try it, man. Let's see. Okay. Now I have the key to get into Raya Lucaria, but first I'm gonna go into that mine and upgrade my weapons a little bit more. I'm not going for like 100% complete with this game. I'm just trying to go through and get the remaining trophies I didn't for the platinum and get myself reacquainted before launch. So I'm not gonna be doing everything in this game. And you know, on top of which, man, the fucking Tower of Latria, in my opinion, is the greatest fucking level that FromSoft has ever made. Okay? Obviously, that's open for debate, okay? But the Tower of Latria, for me, is fucking peak FromSoft level design. And it has to be one of my favorite levels in any game I've ever played. Like, it's in my top 5 favorite levels of any game ever. Yeah, exactly. Like, it is fucking peak Souls level design. Yeah. Okay? The fucking people begging you to kill him. The guy fucking screaming out in the cell. Then you get outside, the chain link fences. The fucking angel statues illuminated by green lights. The fucking gargoyles that roam the area. You can see their fucking eyes flashing. Glowing in the dark before you can actually see them, so you just see fucking glowing eyes. Then you go down fucking in the lower level, and there's a fucking rivers of blood and fucking monstrosity thing, the giant fucking beating heart. You can feel it in the fucking controller. That is, I mean, everything about that level was fucking amazing. Yeah. And on top of which, Miyazaki has said that he was having a really difficult time explaining to his team what he wanted the Tower of Latria to be. So he basically designed most of that level by hand. Okay? So that level is actually one of the levels that he had the most input on. Because, like, he was trying to explain the idea to the team and they weren't getting it, so he had to do most of it himself. Okay, honestly, not even a joke, mind you. The Tower of Latria is where we literally got Bloodborne from. Yeah. It would, yeah. Okay? Because literally, like, the idea behind Bloodborne was like, what if we made the Tower of Latria like a whole game? And it also, oh man, dude, I really wish that he hadn't had to cut shit out. That he had to cut shit out of Demon Souls. They couldn't finish. They planned for an entire Victorian world with a ballroom where there were like the enemies dancing in the ballroom before you join. Yeah. You have to remember he was working with scraps. He did not have a very big budget at all for Demon Souls. A lot of stuff got cut. Just because, like, he had a shoestring budget. It was honestly just a game that they were going to give up on anyway. And a lot of the ideas that couldn't go into Demon Souls paved the way for Bloodborne. Like, he always wanted to do a Victorian game. But no, I'm really looking forward to seeing FromSoft's next game, whatever it is. Because FromSoft has multiple teams. They are pretty much always working on at least 3 games at once. Literally, they were working on Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3 at the same time. They were working on Sekiro and Elden Ring at the same time. And then they were working on Armored Core. So they are almost never, ever working on just one game. So they are already most of the way through their next game, whatever it is. I can't wait to see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's gotta be, okay? It's gotta be. I mean, at the end of the day, Shadow of the Erdtree is it's cross-gen because it would be really shitty to make a DLC. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Damn it. Oh well. It is time. Although there's still a huge amount of people playing PS4. Like half Sony's fan base is still on PS4, so there's still so many people playing, like over 50 million people still playing PS4, so I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty sure whatever game that FromSoft does next will be next gen only, or PS5 only, Series X only. And I'm looking forward to that. It's like, like I said, you look at the difference between Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, or Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. That was a graphical leap. And they've literally been using the same engine for almost 10 years now. They've been using the same engine since fucking Bloodborne. So, it's time to retire the old engine. And that's also partially why some of the problems in Elden Ring came from, because this engine was never made for open areas. You know what I mean? So they had to retrofit a lot of this engine, and it still caused a lot of problems that it would have had if the engine had been built to handle large spaces. But this is an opportunity, okay? Because they make a new engine, they can build it to handle open areas. Because they've already said, not only have they said they're open to doing sequels for Elden Ring, that they consider Elden Ring a franchise with multiple games. So they basically already confirmed that Elden Ring 2 will come somewhere down the line. They've said that they see Elden Ring as a foundational title that not just Elden Ring, but all their future games will build off of. And to me, that is them basically saying we're going to keep making open world games. So a lot of the problem with this game came from them having to retrofit an engine for open areas that it wasn't built for. But if they make a new engine for next gen, they can build it from the ground up to handle open spaces and mitigate a lot of these issues. Plus, by this point, it's just really dated. You know, I love Elden Ring. Of course I do. I love FromSoft. But Elden Ring doesn't even look that great by PS4 standards. Like, even if we're just judging it by PS4, there's way better looking games, way better open world looking games. Okay? So, it doesn't even look great by PS4 standards, technically speaking. Aesthetically, it looks amazing. But technically, it doesn't even look awesome by PS4 standards, and we're now midway through PS5. So, by this point, their tech is really fucking dated. It needs a refresh. And I'm really excited to see what they can do with all the added horsepower. And I was even talking about that the other day. I'm like, imagine what they could do, man, for like an open world Bloodborne. Like, imagine, like, an open world Souls game, but Victorian. Dude, I would kill for that, man. You know, especially with PS5 graphics. And obviously, I'm not expecting cutting-edge graphics from FromSoft, but I do expect an upgrade. Well, maybe. And on a certain... to a certain extent, I am kind of expecting more of an upgrade, because, like, I don't know. Well, I'm trying to figure out a way to put it. FromSoft stepped up into the big leagues with this game. Okay? So I am expecting whatever else they do in the future to be of a bigger budget. Okay? This game made over $1 billion. Okay? And I would say it's closer to $2 billion. Okay? Because I did the math, and they made, like, you know, $1 billion and change. And that's not counting all the deluxe editions. That's not counting this DLC. You know what I mean? So they made a huge fucking profit off of this game. So obviously, I'm, you know, with the rigging them with money, I'm expecting to see more of it redistributed to the game. So. I mean, Elden Ring, honestly, was kind of transformative. They were, like, on a whole different stage now. Damn it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. Oh. You know, I'm not gonna say the Souls games were ever indie, because they weren't. They were backed up by Namco Bandai. But Namco Bandai, at its best, was a mid-range publisher. Nobody's gonna say, like, list Namco Bandai with Ubisoft, Activision, EA. Even, you know, I hate EA, but EA is still one of the big dogs. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. Like, even EA, they're still one of the big ones. So, FromSoft did well. Of course they did. But they were never, you know, like, fucking super big developers. But Elden Ring changed things. Elden Ring made them one of the most acclaimed developers in the world. To where everybody knows about FromSoft now. Elden Ring hit fucking critical mass to where it escaped the genre and it hit fucking gaming culture. Even, like, culture and not gaming people, you know, who didn't even game made it in this. It was a big deal. Elden Ring hugely elevated them to another fucking level. Like I said, they made $1 billion off of fucking Elden Ring. Probably made more money than they had made on every Souls-like combined. Bloodborne only sold 2 million copies. Sekiro only sold like 5. I think Dark Souls 3 sold 10 million over like 5 years. So, like, Elden Ring sold more than, like, every other FromSoft game they had done put together. In a year. Like I said, it took 5 years for Dark Souls 3 to reach 10 million copies sold. Elden Ring did hit 13 in the first month. And it's now at 23 million copies sold. And that was the last time we checked. It's probably going to see a huge fucking boost with all the hype for Shadow of the Erdtree. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to cross 25 million sold soon, or 30 million. Like, those are literally Cyberpunk numbers. Cyberpunk sold, like, around 25 to 30 million. So, like, they're up there with the fucking big dogs now, selling, like, some of the best-selling games of all time. So, Elden Ring wasn't just a big game. It fucking elevated them as a company into another realm.
Well, I took it no matter. It's all out. You're up. Back or no matter.
So it was just, like I said, it was a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? So, the expectations are different now. Yeah, so... Yeah, that actually just kind of upset me. He's one of the truly good people. Great dude. I'm also wondering how much like they're gonna have new dialogue for NPCs in the hub, because you can technically do this DLC before you fuck up the hub, and they've got to take that into account. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping for new dialogue from Hugh, new dialogue from like all the main characters, since you can technically do the DLC before the point of no return, where most everybody in the hub dies. Or leaves. Not just die. I'm sure a lot of them just left. But you get the point. As well as Melina. I'd really like to see more Melina, you know? Gale Tunnel. Since you can technically do it before you sacrifice her. I guess because they probably took a massive dump because they just died. It depends, actually. I've actually done a bit of research into the matter. And if you're holding back shit, you will die. Or you will let go when you die. But if you like didn't need a shit, you're not gonna shit when you die. So not everyone shits when they die. So it's like half true. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Surprise! Yeah, they do, yeah. son of a whore. Not a big deal. But yeah, so, you know, it's just one of those things. I'm hoping, you know, I'm hoping to see them upgrade their engine soon. I think so, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, being able to breathe magma seems kind of more badass than fire, you know? Ah, fucking... I guess it would just depend on how hot the fire was. Liquid hot magma! You know what I would love to see, man? I would love to see somebody get the guy who plays Patches to reprise his role as Patches and do, like, Elden Ring, like, infomercials. You know, like the ShamWow guy, but it's fucking Patches selling products for fucking Elden Ring. That'd be fucking hilarious. Show him, like, taking fucking calls. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, come on. What a bitch. Oh, well. Shit happens. Either way, you know, I also, yeah, I meant to say it some earlier. I was in the middle of the boss fight. I also get kind of upset with people who are like, okay, don't get me wrong. I like Vidia. I think that's how you say it. And his lore videos are great, you know, Prepare to Cry and all that. But, like, there are people who treat his fucking videos like gospel. And it gets on my nerves because he is not the confirmed canon speaker for these fucking games, okay? He is theorizing and making conjecture just like anyone else. He can be wrong. And people who treat like his stuff like it's automatically fact. Okay, a lot of that is just him theorizing. Okay, and it also gets upset because like people like don't even play these games. They don't even try to look at the lore themselves. They just get it fucking hand fed to them by him. And honestly, that's not a slight to him. That's how, like, that's a slight to how people treat his shit. He doesn't go around saying, I'm the undisputed lore master. That's how people, shitty people treat him. You know, and I've had lore discussions with people, and they're like, well, Vanny Vidia said, I'm like, okay. I'm giving you my opinion right now, dog. I'm not talking about him. The only person, okay? The only person who has the ability to straight up say, this is what it is Miyazaki. Okay? That's the golden law when it comes to lore. If the creator says, this is what it is, that is what it is. As they are the creator, it is their fucking purview. Their word is final word. So if the creator comes out and tells people, no, this is what this is, then that is final. But seeing as how he wants people to speculate, and in almost every instance he has refused to talk about canon, there's the room for theory. Like, if Vanny Video isn't the fucking end-all be-all. I can have a differing opinion. I like trying to give people a theory of mine, and they're like, well, Vanny Video said, okay, so I can have a different theory than he does, bro. Or I can think he's wrong. He's speculating just as much as I am. Damn it. Let's see if maybe I can get this clutch. Fuck! Oh well. Shit happens. Like I said. I always find that these worms to be hard. Yeah, probably. But no, did you, I know I tagged everybody in the Silent Hill post earlier, but did you see what I said afterwards? About the whole mirror thing? Like, that is a real thing that happened. There was this fucking internet fan theory that in the beginning of Silent Hill 2, when he's in the restroom, he's actually looking at the player in the camera. If you brighten it. That was a total fucking myth. basically like a creepypasta. Okay? And they were straight up talking about it, and the guy comes in and says, no, that's not what happened. And they're like, well, who are you to say? He's like, I'm the one who made the cutscene. It was Masahiro Uedo, the guy who literally did all the monsters, designed Pyramid. He was also the director of all the cutscenes in Silent Hill 2. And scripted them. And built them. So every cutscene in Silent Hill 2 he made. But these fans were literally trying to talk down to the fucking person who made the cutscenes. That is what we're dealing with in the Silent Hill community. I fucking hate them. They are seriously... Yes, they did, yeah. I mean, actually... Fuck. Have you played Silent Hill 3? Okay? Because Silent Hill 3 has the best soundtrack out of all of them. In my opinion. Because they added vocal themes to the songs. The fucking main theme for Silent Hill 3, I love it. I'll send it to you in the group. So they took the same composer from Silent Hill 1 and 2, and they combined it with vocal songs and vocals to the track, and I really think that kicked it up a notch. I mean, obviously not every track has vocals, but I'm saying that, you know... Fucking magma. Fuck! What a cunt! Oh, fucking, I'm gonna kill that fucker before I can leave this place. I wasn't supposed to come here. I meant to go to Ciliac Tunnel, and I came the wrong way. I mean, ultimately, it's not a big deal. I need to beat this mine anyway. Still. I'm not even meant to be here! Fucking magma worm bitch! Wanna be dragon, asshole? And yeah, everybody loves Silent Hill 2, but for me, Silent Hill 3 has always been my favorite. I fucking love 3, and I love the themes of 3, and like Silent Hill 3, like the entire theme of Silent Hill 3 is fear of yourself and acceptance of yourself. And it's really powerful seeing Heather realize who she is, who she was, and how that, you know, coming to terms with that she was Alyssa, but that does not make her Alyssa anymore, you know? And like the entire like theme of Silent Hill 3 is coming to accept who you are, the good and the bad. And learning to forgive yourself. Yeah. And that's what's great about Silent Hill 3. Fucking magma. Oh well, I'll get it. Not a big deal. Because when she starts the game, she's Heather, and then she's like, "Oh, I also used to be Alyssa," and then yeah, you do. And then by the end of the Silent Hill 3, she's like, "I'm not Alyssa." So it's like she comes to the realization, yes, I was Alyssa. I'm not Alyssa anymore. I'm me. And she accepts who I was as Alyssa. I did these things. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I made mistakes. I can let it go. And it's about her moving on with her life. And it's really cool seeing her go from ignoring who she was to hating who she was to finally, by the end of the game, accepting who she used to be and saying, I'm not that person anymore. It's time to move on. And as somebody with OCD and somebody who has really bad intrusive thoughts, I would get very bad thoughts in my head. I would hug somebody and I would picture killing them. And once again, it's not because I wanted to kill them. That's the whole thing about intrusive thoughts. You see things that disturb you, okay? So, I don't actually have the desire to kill anyone, okay? It's my brain malfunctioning and showing me things I don't want to see. So, for the longest time, I felt like I was evil. Yeah, exactly, but what if you did? Yeah, that's the crux right there. You get it. And when I was a little kid, because I pretty much had manifested OCD from the time I was like 3 years old, okay? Even as a little kid, I was exhibiting obsessive behaviors that I now know were OCD. I didn't know they were OCD then. But so I had no idea what OCD was. And even if I did, I thought, oh, it's just somebody who likes cleanliness. I believe the same fucking stereotypes that they always show. Oh, he just likes to be clean. So when I started having intrusive thoughts really bad, I had no idea what they were. And I thought that I was having bad thoughts. It meant I was a bad person. And for the longest time, I hated myself. Because I thought I was broken, I was evil, there was something wrong with me. I'm like, what kind of person has these thoughts? Not a good person. And, it wasn't until I learned what I had was OCD, I was about 17, that I started to realize that just because I had these bad thoughts doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean that it's me. Actions speak louder than words or thoughts. And pretty much my entire life has been spent trying to accept who I am. It's not something that I've mastered. There are still times when I really loathe myself, but it's something that I put a lot of work into, and I've come a lot farther than I used to be. So, the theme of the Silent Hill 3 really speaks to me on a personal level, and it's something I really relate to. So, I'm gonna do this. When I played Silent Hill 3, it moved me on like a profoundly deep level. It really clicked with me, and it it may not be like specifically related to OCD, but I do think that there's a very serious undercurrent of mental health and acceptance in the plot of Silent Hill 3. Although I will say, I do think internet discourse has kind of ruined a lot of the surprise of Silent Hill 3. You're not supposed to know that Heather was Alyssa. You're not supposed to know that that was her dad. And I think the internet discourse, now everybody knows that before they even played the game. So it kind of ruins a lot of the surprise. Although I guess how old the game is, that can't be helped at this point. Yeah. You know? I mean, because she has blonde hair. She has blonde hair. She's much older. You know? She has a different name. She literally changed her name. So you're not supposed to, you know, and you don't even know Harry's her dad originally. They didn't talk about that in, like, in the promotional marketing. You're not supposed to know that. It's supposed to be a surprise when you learn that her dad was Harry. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna get it this time. It's also what bothered me so much about the fucking movie. God, that movie was so bad. I don't know, have you seen the Silent Hill movies? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're both suffering. Yeah, okay. I've seen a lot of people hate on the first Silent Hill movie. I disagree. I thought the first Silent Hill movie was fucking great. Yeah, it really was. That's what I'm saying. But I've seen a lot of people shit on the first movie. Like I said, I disagree 100%. I thought the first movie was fucking awesome. The acting was on point. The Woken vibe of Silent Hill was perfectly recaptured. The soundtrack was composed by the composer for the games. The fucking actor for Little Alyssa was fucking spot on. I'm trying to figure out like what more people could have wanted. they use fucking practical effects for all of the fucking creatures. Yeah. Fuck. They could have used CGI for most of that movie. They didn't. Okay? Nearly everything in that fucking movie was practical. All the creatures, even Pyramid Head, they got a real fucking dude. Okay? So, it was faithful to the plot of the game, for the most part, obviously, the whole mom thing. But I liked her acting so much I didn't mind. Harry's still a part of it. They use him to be like the outside Silent Hill stuff. Oh man, LimeWire, we're going back. The music is spot on. It is spooky as shit. The way they show the environment peeling to turn into Silent Hill, that was cool as shit. Back in my day, I went on to Napster.com. Oh, come on. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I honestly don't know what more people could ask for from the fucking Silent Hill movie. I thought it was so fucking great. I think it's one of the best video game adaptations ever, if not one of the very, very best. Finally, fuck. And dude, there were parts of fucking, the Silent Hill movie that fucking blew me away. Dude, the entire, fucking scene where Alyssa descends upon the fucking church, she goes full fucking evil, and it's literally fucking calling the fucking, barbed wires and attacking the people, that gave me fucking goosebumps, dude. Yeah, I don't know. You need a certain amount of, what are the required stats? Intelligence? I don't know, man. I might just keep using, Uchi. I'm mainly a dex guy. I'll fuck with it. I'll see. Like I said, the whole fucking Alyssa just fucking rising up, fucking barbed wires, knocking people down, just killing everyone in the church. Or intelligence, yeah. That literally, man, gave me fucking goosebumps. And they picked an actress who could do both sides of Cheryl. Or, yeah, I'm sorry, Alyssa. Really well. You could... Yeah, and I gotta go to the actual fucking one I meant to go to. Actually, hold on. Let me just go to the Dragonbird Ruins and see if I can still open that chest. Hopefully I can. Like I said, she did such a great job portraying both sides. A believable, innocent young girl and a fucking evil, twisted one. They picked the perfect officer for the fucking, they picked the perfect actress for the sheriff. Yeah. So like I said, I have the fucking Silent Hill movie on DVD, man. I'll watch it, you know? I'll probably watch it, wind up watching it again soon. Coincide with the game. And then the fucking second movie is so bad. Oh my god, it is so fucking bad. And it particularly irked me that it was bad because it was a fucking adaptation of Silent Hill 3. My favorite Silent Hill. So I was hoping they get it right. It is so fucking awful. Stupid gimmicky 3D, terrible performance, doesn't stay true to the fucking game. Oh my god, it's bad. So bad. Okay? But. Okay, so, right? Okay? Stay with me here. One of the reasons why Silent Hill was so good, the movie, was Christopher Gans. That's the name of the director of the first one. He is the reason why it was good. He was a huge, huge fan of the games. He was the one who approached Konami about making a movie, not the other way around. They didn't say, well, we got to make a Silent Hill movie because it'll be profitable. He approached them, okay? He was a diehard fan. He wrote them like 20 letters and met with them. He's Swedish. He had to travel across the country to fucking meet with them because he was so fucking passionate about making a Silent Hill movie. And he literally, when he was taking breaks from directing the movie, he had a PS2 in his trailer and would play the games so he could catch up and make sure the stuff was accurate. So literally, while he was fucking making the game, he was going through Silent Hill and playing it to keep it fresh in his head. So that's the reason why the fucking Silent Hill movie was so great, because it was made by a dude that really, really loved Silent Hill. And he was busy directing another movie when they decided to do the second Silent Hill, so that's why they handed it off to another director, and it was fucking shit. Now bear in mind, he wanted to do it, but he was busy. Like, they caught him in the middle of making another film, because there's like 8-year gap between, I think it was like 2013, 2014, when Silent Hill Revelations came out. So like, he thought they were done. And then when they reached out to him about making a sequel, he's like, well, I can make the sequel if you guys are willing to wait. And of course, this was when Konami was in the middle of their fucking heel turn phase, so they couldn't. So they handed it off to a director that didn't fucking like Silent Hill, and that's the result. But anyway, the whole point is, they're doing a new movie called Return to Silent Hill. And it is an adaptation of Silent Hill 2, and it is Christopher Gans. They have the team from the first Silent Hill movie coming back. I'm like, okay, now you actually have my attention. Yeah. Like, I actually have hope that this will be good. He's clearly a guy that respects the source material. And when they did that Silent Hill showcase I was talking about, they also showed off a sneak peek at the movie. And once again, he's like, we're avoiding CGI when all possible. He's like, we'll use CGI for like the transformation effects. We'll use CGI for like panning shots with a helicopter. Because we're showing like wide views. But other than that, the actors, the monsters, the creatures, Pyramid Head, all practical effects. Which, it was special when they did that then. But it's even more special now. I honestly think that like CGI has become a crutch. Like, and I'm not hating on CGI, okay? CGI can be a great tool. Okay? There are certain things you cannot do practically. Yeah. Hold on a second. What's up? Hello? Okay. Oh god, I hate those fuckers. Yeah, okay, CGI. I'm not saying CGI is bad. Over-reliance on CGI is bad. That's where we run into problems. Okay? So, CGI should never be the fucking first go-to. CGI should be reserved for, we can't really do this practically, so let's do CG, not the first go-to. And so in the new Silent Hill movie, they're using it where it makes sense. What they can do practically, they can. But like when it comes to like, obviously they're on a smaller budget. There's not like a crazy budget behind this new movie. It's not like an indie movie, but it's not like a major. So they couldn't build an entire town. So when like they're trying to do like wide panning shots of the town, they'll use CGI because they couldn't afford to build a whole town set. That makes sense. That's proper use of CGI, and you're not going to really be able to tell from building and shit that's far away. Usually, it's when they do close-ups on CGI, you can tell it's not quite right. So that's smart use of CGI. But like, all right, man. Fuck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end this part here. I'll be right back.